Goku here. Welcome to the video of this reading the Bible with your host Goku. And first of all, Greenie, I can read the Bible if I want. I'm reading the Bible. You can't stop me reading the Bible because it's not. And plus, it's not me trolling you anymore. I have stopped trolling you and everyone. So believe it or not, report those counts. It's not gonna go towards me. It's gonna go towards King Ma probably, cause he's probably the one that's trolling you. So he still the one that's probably trolling you, cause I know it's him. I could know it's probably him. So believe me, it's not him. And you can report all those counts. It's not gonna go towards me. It's gonna go towards King Ma. I know it. It's probably gonna go to King Ma. So shout out today goes to Cris Cale. She does amazing content. She draws. She helps you grow your channel out and everything. She's a good person. So believe me, I'll put her link in the description. She will help you grow your channel. The second book of Moses called Exodus, chapter 1. Now these are the names of the children of Israel which came into Egypt. Every man in his household came with Jacob, Reuben, Simon, Levi, and Judah, Issachar, Zebulun, and Benjamin, Dan, and Naphtali, Gad, and Asher, and all the souls that came out of the lines of Jacob were 70 souls, for Joseph was in Egypt already. And Joseph died, and all his brethren in all the generations, and the children of Israel were fruitful and increased of plentifully and multiplied and waxed exceeding mighty, and the land was filled with them. Now there arose up a new king over Egypt, which knew not Joseph. And he said unto his people, Behold, the people of the children of Israel are more and mightier than we. Come on, let us deal wisely with them, lest they multiply. And it came to pass that when with their fallen out any war, they join us also unto our enemies, and fight against us, and so get them out of the land. Therefore they did so set over them taskmaster to afflict them, and with their burdens, and they built for Pharaoh's treasure cities, palaces, and the ramses. But the more they afflicted them, the more they multiplied and grew, and they were grieved because of the children of Israel. And the Egyptians made the children of Israel to serve with rigor, and they made their lives better, and with hard bondage, and mortar, and in brick, and in all manner of servants in the field, all the service wherein they made them serve was with rigor. And the king of Egypt spake to the Hebrew midwives, of which the name of the one was Shepron, and the name of the other Protop. And he said, When ye do the office of a midwife to the Hebrew woman, and see them upon the stools if it is be a son, then ye shall kill him, but if it be a daughter, then she shall live. But the midwives feared God and did not as the king of Egypt commanded them, but saved the men children alive. And the king of Egypt called the midwives and said unto them, Why have ye done this thing, and have saved the men children alive? And the midwives said unto Pharaoh, Because Hebrew women are not as the Egyptian men, for they are lively and are delivered ere the midwives come in unto them. Therefore the God dealt well with the midwives, and the people multiplied and waxed very mighty. And it came to pass, because the midwives feared God, that he made them houses. And Pharaoh charged all his people, saying, Every son that is born ye shall cast into the river, and every daughter ye shall save alive. And there went a man of the house of Levi, and took to wife a daughter of Levi, and the woman conceived and bare a son. And when she saw him that he was a goodly child, she hid him 3 months. And when she could not longer hide him, she took for him an ark of bulrush, and dabbed it with slime and with pitch, and put the children therein. And she laid it in the flags by the river banks. Break. And his sister stood afar off to wit what would be done to him. And the daughter of Pharaoh, came down to wash himself at the river, and her maidens walked along by the river's side. And when she saw the ark among the flags, she sent her maid to fetch it. And when she had opened it, she saw the child, and behold, the baby wept. And she said she had compassion on him, and said, This is one of the Hebrews' children. Then said his sister to Pharaoh's daughter, Shall I go and call to thee a nurse of the Hebrew women, that she may nurse the children for thee? And Pharaoh's daughter said to her, Go. And the maid went and called the children's mother. And Pharaoh's daughter said unto her, Take this child away, and nurse it for me, and I will give thee thy wages. And the woman took the children and nurses it, and the children grew, and she brought him unto Pharaoh's daughter, and he became her son, and she called his name Moses. And she said, Because I threw him out of the water. And it came to pass in those days, when Moses was grown, that he went out unto his brethren, and looked on the burdens, and he spied on Egyptians smiting, and Hebrew one of his brethren, and he looked this way and that way. And when he saw that there was no man, he slew the Egyptians and hid him in the sand. And when he went out the second day, behold, the two men of the Hebrews strove together, and he said to him that did the wrong, wherefore smitest thou thy fellow? And he said, who made thee a prince and a judge over us? Intendest thou to kill me, as thou killest the Egyptian? And Moses feared and said, surely this thing is known. Now when Pharaoh heard this thing, he sought to slay Moses, but Moses fled from the face of Pharaoh and dwelt in the land of Midah, and he sat down at a well. Now the priests of Midah had 7 daughters, and they came and drew water and filled the troughs to water their father's flock. And the shepherds came and drove them away, but Moses stood up and helped them and watered their flock. And then when they came to Reuben their father, he said, how is it that ye are come so soon to day? And they said, an Egyptian delivers us out of the hand of the shepherds, and also drew water enough for us and water the flock. And he said unto his daughters, and where is he? Why is it that ye have left the man? Called him that he may eat bread. And Moses was content to dwell with the man, and he gave Moses Zipporah his daughter, and she bare him a son, and he called his name Jerusalem, for he said, I have been a stranger in a strange land. And it came to pass in process of time that the king of Egyptian died, and the children of Israel sighed by reason of the bondage, and they cried, came up unto God by reason of the bondage. And God heard their groan, and God remembered his covenant with Abraham and with Isaac and with Jacob. And God looked upon the children of Israel, and God had respect unto them. Chapter 3. Now Moses kept the flock of Jethro, his father-in-law, the priest of Midian, and he led the flock to the backline side of the desert, and it came to the mountains of God, even to Herbal, and the angel of the Lord appeared unto him in a flame of fire out of the midst of a bush. And he looked, and he behold, the bush burnt with fire, and the bush was not consumed. And Moses said, I will now turn aside and see this great sight where the bush is not burnt. And that when the Lord saw that he turned aside to see, God called unto him out of the midst of the bush, and said, Moses, Moses. And he said, here I am. And he said, draw not nigh hither. Put off thy shoes from off thy feet, for the place whereon thou standest is holy ground. Moreover, he said, I am the God of the father of the God of Abraham, the God of Isaac, and the God of Jacob. And Moses hid his face, for he was afraid to look upon God. And the Lord said, I have surely seen the affliction of my people which are in Egypt, and have heard they cry by reason of their taskmasters. For I know their sorrows, and I am come down to deliver them out of the hand of the Egyptians, and to bring them out of that land unto a good land, and a large unto a land flowing with milk and honey, and unto the place of the Canaanites, and the Hittites, and the Amorites, and the Pharaohites, and the Hivites, and the Jubilites. Now therefore, behold, the cry of the children of Israel is come unto me, and I have also seen the oppressors which wherewith the Egyptians oppress them. Come now, therefore I will send thee unto Pharaoh, that thou mayest bring forth my people, the children of Israel, out of Egypt. And Moses said unto God, Who am I, that I should go unto Pharaoh, and that I should bring forth the children of Israel out of Egypt? And he said, Certainly I will be with thee, and this shall be a token unto thee that I have sent thee. When thou hast brought forth the people out of Egypt, ye shall serve God upon this mountain. And that will be it for today. And that'll be it for today. But shout out goes to Cris Cale. She's a good person. She'll help you get your subscribers. She'll help you grow your channel really well. She's a good friend, a very trusting friend, and she is good. All you have to do in her channel is just to type Cris, and it'll bring up your channel. So this is Goku signing off for now. Kami, 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 ah! Bye.